Hello everyone and welcome to Beyond the Ballot. My name is Isabel and I'm an 11-year Girl Scout and this is my Girl Scout Gold Award project. This is a video series designed to help first-time voters in Texas understand the ins and outs of voting and some civic responsibility. So, whenever you turn 18, one of the first questions that's probably on your mind is how do I register to vote? It might seem complicated at first, but it's actually much less difficult than people expect. In this video, I'll break down the ways that you can register to vote, who is eligible to register, and what to do after you submit your application. Let's get started. Before you register, you must make sure you're eligible.
To register to vote in Texas, you must be a United States citizen, be a resident of Texas, be at least 17 years and 10 months old to register, as long as you'll be 18 by the next election day, not currently serving a felony sentence unless you've completed your sentence, parole, or probation, not have been declared totally mentally incapacitated by a court for voting purposes.
A lot of people don't realize that you can register to vote before you turn 18. Registering early makes sure that you are ready to go once you turn 18. How you register to vote depends on the state that you live in, but in Texas, there are several ways that you can register.
If you are getting your driver's license for the first time, renewing it, or updating your information with the Texas Department of Public Safety, you'll usually have the opportunity to register to vote during your appointment. This is one of the easiest ways to complete your voter registration. If you aren't visiting the DPS, don't worry, you still have several options. You can print a voter registration application online or request that a paper application be mailed directly to your home. I've included links to the official Texas voter registration resources in the description below so you can easily find the correct forms. Once you have the application, fill it out carefully using your current information. Make sure you complete every required section and don't forget to sign the form. Without your signature, your application can't be processed. After completing the application, you can either mail it to your county voter registrar or hand deliver it to your county voter registrar or another designated government elections office.
Within about 30 days of submitting your application, you should get a voter registration certificate in the mail. Once it arrives, look it over, make sure all your information is good, and if it is, perfect. You are registered to vote and ready to vote in the next election.
Registering to vote may seem like a small step, but it's one of the most important parts of the voting process. No matter how informed you are or how excited you are to vote, if you aren't registered by the deadline, you won't be able to cast a ballot in that election. That's why it's a good idea to register as soon as you're eligible instead of waiting until the last minute. If you ever move, change your name, or aren't sure whether you're still registered, you should check your voter registration before Election Day to make sure everything is up to date.
Registering to vote is the very first step to participating in elections and having your voice heard. While it may seem a little tricky at first, once you know the process, it's actually pretty straightforward. If you still have questions, I've included a link to the official Texas voter information website where you can find info about voter registration deadlines, eligibility, and other voting questions. Thank you so much for watching Beyond the Ballot. In the next episode, we'll talk about what actually happens on Election Day, after you're registered, of course. Thank you so much for watching.